Jack lived in a small town near the forest. He had a small house with a big garden. Jack was kind but lonely. He did not have a family. One rainy afternoon, Jack was driving home. The road was wet and the sky was dark. Suddenly, he saw something by the side of the road. It was a dog. The dog was wet and shaking. Its fur was dirty and it looked very sad. Jack stopped the car and got out. The rain was cold and heavy. "Hey, dog," Jack said softly. "Are you lost?" The dog looked at Jack but did not move. "It's okay. I won't hurt you," Jack said. Jack opened the car door. "Come in," he said. The dog waited for a moment, then jumped into the car. Water went everywhere. Jack laughed. "You are making a mess." They drove home. The dog sat quietly, watching Jack. At home, Jack gave the dog a towel and some food. The dog ate very fast. "You are very hungry," Jack said. "Do you have a family?" The dog wagged its tail, but said nothing, of course. Jack smiled. "I think I will call you Max. Do you like that name?" The dog's tail wagged again. "Max it is," Jack said. That night, Max slept near the warm fire. Jack looked at him and felt happy for the first time in a long time. The next morning, Jack woke up early. The sun was shining after the long rain. He looked for Max. Max was in the garden, sniffing the flowers. His golden fur was dry and shiny now. "Good morning, Max," Jack called. Max ran to Jack, wagging his tail. "Are you ready for breakfast?" Jack asked. Max barked happily. Jack gave Max some bread and eggs. Max ate quickly. "You eat like a wolf," Jack laughed. "Slow down, buddy." After breakfast, Jack said, "Let's go for a walk." Max jumped up, excited. They walked through the small town. People smiled when they saw Max. "What a beautiful dog," said Mrs. Green, the baker. "Thanks," Jack said. "His name is Max." Max wagged his tail proudly. At the park, Max ran and played. He chased birds and sniffed every tree. Jack laughed. "You are full of energy," Jack said. After the walk, they went to the coffee shop. Jack ordered a coffee, and the barista gave Max a little biscuit. "Looks like someone made a new friend," the barista smiled. Max ate the biscuit happily. When they got home, Max lay by Jack's feet, tired but happy. "You are a good dog, Max," Jack said. Max looked up at Jack, his eyes full of trust. From that day, Jack and Max did everything together. They were best friends. One sunny afternoon, Jack said, "Let's go to the forest, Max." Max barked with joy. He loved the forest. Jack put on his boots and took Max's leash. "Ready?" he asked. Max wagged his tail. He was always ready for an adventure. They walked along the forest path. Birds sang in the trees, and the air smelled fresh. Max ran ahead, sniffing the ground. "Stay close, Max," Jack called. Max barked and ran back to Jack. They found a small stream with clear water. "Let's rest here," Jack said, sitting on a rock. Max drank from the stream and splashed around with his paws. "You are having fun," Jack laughed. Suddenly, Max stopped and looked into the trees. His ears stood up. "What is it, Max?" Jack asked. Max barked and ran into the trees. "Wait, Max!" Jack shouted, getting up quickly. Jack followed Max through the trees. After a few minutes, he saw Max standing near a big bush. Max was wagging his tail. In the bush there was a small rabbit. "Oh, Max," Jack said, smiling. "You found a rabbit." The rabbit hopped away, and Max did not chase it. "Good boy," Jack said, patting Max's head. "Let's go home now." They walked back through the forest, happy and tired. At home, Jack gave Max some water and a treat. "You are a great adventure buddy," Jack said. Max lay down by the fire, his tail thumping on the floor. Jack smiled. "Every day is better with you, Max." One cold afternoon, dark clouds covered the sky. Jack looked out the window. "A storm is coming, Max," he said. Max sat by Jack's side, his ears twitching at the sound of distant thunder. "We'll stay inside today," Jack said. But soon the wind grew stronger, shaking the windows. Suddenly, the power went out. The room became dark and cold. "I need to check the generator," Jack said. "Stay here, Max." Jack put on his coat and went outside. The wind pushed against him, and the rain started to fall. Max watched through the window, worried. He didn't like being away from Jack. Jack reached the small shed at the back of the house. He tried to fix the generator, but it was too dark. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed through the air. A tree branch had fallen near the shed. Max barked loudly inside the house. "I'm okay, Max," Jack called. Jack finally fixed the generator and hurried back inside. He was wet and cold. Max jumped up, wagging his tail. "Thanks for watching the house," Jack said, rubbing Max's head. The lights came back on, and the house felt warm again. "You're my brave friend, Max," Jack said. Max curled up by Jack's feet, happy to have Jack safe and close. One sunny morning, Jack said, "Let's take a long walk today, Max." Max barked happily. Jack packed some water and snacks. "We'll go deep into the forest this time," Jack said. They walked along the familiar path. Birds sang, and the trees swayed gently in the wind. After an hour, Jack said, "Let's take a break." Max drank some water and sniffed around. Suddenly, Max's ears stood up. He heard something in the distance. "Stay here, Max," Jack said, but Max ran off into the trees. "Max, come back!" Jack shouted. Jack ran after Max, but the dog was fast. The trees grew thicker, and Jack lost sight of him. "Max!" Jack called again. There was no answer. Jack's heart raced. He didn't know this part of the forest. "I have to find him," Jack said to himself. He walked carefully through the trees, calling Max's name. The forest was quiet now. After what felt like hours, Jack heard barking. "Max!" he shouted, running toward the sound. Finally, Jack saw Max standing near a small hill. His tail was wagging. "There you are," Jack said, breathing heavily. Max had found a narrow path leading back to the main trail. "You saved us, buddy," Jack said, patting Max's head. "Good job." They walked back home safely. That evening, Jack looked at Max. "I don't know what I'd do without you," he said. Max wagged his tail as if saying, "You'll never have to find out." The next morning, Jack woke up early. "Today, we're going to town, Max," he said. Max wagged his tail. He liked going to town because people always smiled at him and gave him treats. Jack put Max's leash on. "Let's go, buddy." They walked down the quiet road to the town square. The sun was shining and the air smelled fresh. At the bakery, Mrs. Green greeted them with a smile. "Good morning, Jack. Hello, Max," she said. "Here's a little treat for your handsome dog." Max took the biscuit gently from her hand, his tail wagging. "You spoil him," Jack laughed. "He deserves it," Mrs. Green said. After the bakery, they went to the hardware store. Mr. Brown was fixing some shelves. "Hey, Jack, is that Max? What a fine dog you have," he said. "Thanks, Mr. Brown. He's my best friend," Jack said proudly. Max sat politely while Jack bought some tools. Later, they went to the park. Children played on the grass, and Max watched them with interest. "Go on, Max," Jack said. Max ran to the children, who laughed and petted him. "Your dog is so friendly," one boy said. "He's the best," Jack agreed. After a long walk, they headed home. "That was a good day, wasn't it, Max?" Jack asked. Max barked softly, happy and tired. Back home, Jack made tea and sat by the window. Max lay by his feet, resting. "Every day is better with you," Jack said. Max thumped his tail in agreement. One cold winter day, Jack decided to take Max for a walk in the forest. It had snowed all night, and everything was covered in a thick blanket of white. The trees looked beautiful, their branches heavy with snow. "Let's go, Max," Jack said, smiling as he put on his warm coat. Max wagged his tail, excited for the walk. They walked deeper into the forest, the only sounds being the crunching of snow under Jack's boots and Max's paws. Jack loved these peaceful moments with Max. But suddenly, Jack's foot slipped on the ice, and he fell hard to the ground. Pain shot through his leg. He tried to stand, but couldn't. "Ow!" Jack groaned, holding his leg. Max immediately ran to him, barking. "It's okay, Max," Jack said, though his voice was weak. "I hurt my leg." Max barked again, looking around as if he knew something was wrong. "I need help," Jack said, struggling to sit up. Max ran back into the woods, looking for help. Jack watched him go, feeling worried but also proud of Max. "Please come back soon, buddy," he whispered. Max ran through the snow, his paws moving quickly through the deep drifts. He knew he had to find help. Max had always been a smart dog, but today he felt even more determined. His only thought was to bring help to Jack. He ran past the trees and through the snow-covered fields, barking as loud as he could. After a long time, Max saw a small group of people walking nearby. They were searching for something in the forest. Max ran up to them, barking and jumping around. The people stopped, surprised to see the dog. "Is something wrong, boy?" one of the men asked. Max barked again and turned to run back the way he came. The people followed him. Max led them through the snow back to where Jack was lying in the forest. "There he is!" one of the men shouted. They quickly ran to Jack's side. "Are you okay?" the man asked. "I hurt my leg," Jack said. "I couldn't get up." The men helped Jack carefully to his feet and wrapped his leg to keep it still. "Thank you," Jack said, feeling very grateful. Max sat by Jack's side, his tail wagging. Jack petted him. "You're my hero, Max." With the help of the rescue team, Jack was able to walk slowly back to town. The pain in his leg was still sharp, but he felt safer now, knowing that Max had saved him. As they walked through the snowy forest, Jack looked at Max. "You are something special, Max," he said softly. Max's tail wagged, and he kept walking beside Jack, making sure he was okay. When they finally made it back to town, people saw them and cheered. They were happy to see Jack safe. "Jack, you're back," Mrs. Green called from the bakery. "Thank goodness you're okay," Mr. Brown shouted. "And Max," someone else added. "What a hero!" Max barked proudly, enjoying the attention. At home, Jack sat in his favorite chair, his leg up and wrapped in bandages. Max lay beside him, resting his head on Jack's feet. "Good boy, Max," Jack said, rubbing his dog's head. "You saved my life today." Max looked up at Jack with trusting eyes. For the next few weeks, Jack stayed home to heal his leg. Max never left his side. Every day, Jack's leg got a little stronger, but what really helped was having Max with him. Max would sit by Jack as he rested, always ready to play or keep him company. They spent their days together, walking around the garden, reading by the fire, and playing simple games. Jack smiled. "I don't know what I would do without you, Max." Max wagged his tail happily, as if to say, "I'll always be here for you." Jack's leg healed over time, and one bright morning he stood up with little pain. "I'm feeling much better now, Max," Jack said, stretching his legs. Max jumped up, ready for another adventure. Jack smiled. "Let's go for a walk." As they walked through the town, Jack knew one thing for sure. He and Max were a team, and nothing could break the bond they shared. The days became warmer, and Jack and Max spent even more time together. They went to the park, took longer walks in the forest, and visited their favorite places in town. Max had become part of the town's family. People loved him, and he loved them back. Jack looked at Max one evening as the sun set. "We've been through a lot together, haven't we?" Max barked happily, resting his head on Jack's lap. "You're my best friend," Jack said. "Thank you for everything." Max wagged his tail and closed his eyes, content and happy. The bond between Jack and Max was unbreakable. They were together, and that was all that mattered. And so, Jack and Max continued to live their simple, happy life, side by side, facing whatever came their way with love, trust, and loyalty.